Hello there. Today, Spirit is wanting to talk about a situation or an energy involving deception, okay? Involving lies, perhaps manipulation, things that were not honest, okay? This is something that's been a part of a big and long-standing cycle for someone. It could also be a part of a big move, okay? This could be you made a move with someone, or they are moving towards you, away from you, moving in, moving out, something like this. And there's all this deceptive energy. Now, a lot of this deceptive energy is talking about multiple cups here. Could be a friend, okay, because this is also the energy of friendship. This could be a celebration energy. But it could also talk about multiple people, multiple energies. And what's very interesting about this is it's coming out with the Two of Cups, which says that this person or this energy of deception that you are dealing with, because of course it could come from, within as well. It could be us lying to ourselves. It's possible. I do kind of feel this is another person. What they really need is not to try to distract themselves with multiple energies, but to heal with the one here energy, which probably is just one person at a time. Probably starts, from way back when for them, or for whoever this is, with an origin, such as a mother or a first relationship, or something like this kind of an energy. There could be, Leo involved somewhere here. There could be water energy involved somewhere here. So let's keep looking. Spirit, what else are you trying to tell them? Please and thank you. Yeah. They're talking about somebody that gave to two here, or gave to multiple energies. And it has a lot to do with them not wanting to look at themselves. And it could be you again. It could just take it where it fits. But them not wanting to look at themselves here. Maybe it's too painful. Maybe they're afraid. It feels easier for them to disperse their energy over multiple people or a large crowd in a deceptive way, or to make a power play with this, to breadcrumb each, to kind of get them hooked. Reminds me of that experiment with, I think it's rats or mice, where kind of a dark subject, sorry, but it's like they get addicted to being fed. Even if they never get fed again, they will be hooked for life, still pushing this button. It's like something about gambling and addiction, trying to get the food out, because when you're fed at random, like the mice were, it creates a literal addiction in the brain. Or even if, it's something like this person or this energy was able to kind of breadcrumb to people in a particular way, where they learned that they could really get them hooked, or control them, or make them beneath them in a sense. This could also have to do with shared resources. You could have given a lot to this person, or they could have acted like they had less than they did because they were giving many places. What else are you wanting to talk about here, Spirit? Please and thank you. And I feel also like this person, especially if there was a fire sign here, I think they were looking more for control than anything. It might have not even been that personal sometimes, dealing with these energies. It might have been a lot more about them and making them feel like the big person, making them feel like they were in control in some way here. Aries energy, Queen of Wands in reverse. They could have presented differently than they were, okay? Yeah, I mean, they could have acted like they were really well-intended and they had all of this soft or cool energy, but really they just wanted to be in a very strong control position here, which is a way of them wanting to have stability in their life, essentially. What else do you want to say about this, Spirit? Please and thank you. Again, there's this inconsistent energy coming through with this person, or breadcrumbs, or it's just like that experiment where it's, which I poorly explained, sorry, but where it's like random, where we're randomly giving, and it creates more of an addiction than it does a or just giving a little bit and then we get hooked for more, you know. It's creating a strange emotional pattern here. Somebody's offering with a lot of guards on. There's more water energy there. Anything else about this situation? The moon in reverse. So some of you have begun to unwind this illusion, or to step out of it, or to move through it already, to reveal the realities already. This could be the way you see them, view the situation. You know, this could be just the way that you understand something here. This could be them pulling out their truth, you pulling out your truth. The Lovers, new love. Explain, please. The Lovers does usually talk about new love, but it's coming out in the past position. So this could have been somebody that you were, you know, in a relationship or a connection with. I'm seeing more fire energy here. Anything else you want to say to them, Spirit, please and thank you. But I'm not feeling this reading limited to fire and water. I'm actually also feeling and seeing earth and swords. Our swords are air as well. Okay, so there's a past situation here. I'm hearing that song, Dying in Your Arms Tonight. Oh, I'm just dying in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said. We've got resentments around the past here. I feel like this could be your energy. This could also be both of you wanting to prove the worth, prove the self, but in a different way, a different context. Okay, what is the message here, Spirit? Please and thank you. Could have had two people stuck on past stuff here. The message here is about divorce, about breaking up or ending official agreements, ending official contracts, or never having started them in the first place. Clarify, please. I feel like you're learning information here. I feel like things are coming out into the open here. And I do feel ultimately this is going to give you the chance to heal. It may not be with someone directly, but heal from, you know, or heal in the dream realm around something that's occurred here that's been hard because of that deception, because of that multiple energy. I don't actually see a betrayal here yet. I see more past stuff that's been influencing this situation. Anything else here? Please and thank you. Anything else you want to talk about, Spirit? Any other messages? Guys, by the way, this is the Dark Forest Neon Tarot deck. Okay. Somebody's stepping out of their comfort zone here. How so? Okay. This could be about long-term commitment, investment, payout or pay through that's coming, you know, like rewards. Why is this here? Why is this here? Please and thank you. I also feel there's some kind of a question of karma here in this situation, in this energy, that makes it hard to know. It makes like a certain level of confusion. It's very like, it's kind of like feeling like something is there because it's supposed to be in a way, and trying to see the deeper lesson or meaning in it. So I just feel like a lot has left you kind of questioning and wondering here in a situation. I do see we could be recovering you could have some more time to yourself here. Could be recovering from heartbreak, okay? Let's grab another deck here to break this down just a bit more. This is the Starchild Tarot, the French version, just so you know. Anything else to say about this? Any other messages to say about this energy, Spirit? Yeah. This has hurt you. It's broke your heart. In some cases, you've broken hearts too. I mean, it can go both ways. But for me, I feel like you went through deception. You experienced it. It hurt you a lot. Maybe it caused an ending or a move. But there's still leftover confusion. And I think there's a deeper analysis going on as well of where is this coming from. And it could be a deeper analysis on not just your side, but on multiple sides, both sides, of where is this coming from, you know, in my life, within me, like just a deeper question about it, you know. I do think somebody has a bit of a gameplay here that's really hard to see or recognize. They could keep pushing themselves to try to get... I feel like it's like they could be about catching, you know, catching the fish, like catching like they're like, can I catch that fish? Like, can I do it? Can I, you know, grab it in? Can I reel it in or whatever? And yes, they find out that they can. Let's say it's you. And then after a time, they're like, I wonder if I could pull in an even bigger fish. Like it's almost like this energy, and it's more to do with themselves and wanting to prove to themselves that they're worth something or that they're in control somehow than anything else. Because I don't actually see here... Clarify this message, please. I don't actually see here somebody being emotionally fulfilled. Definitely not stable. Definitely not emotionally fulfilled here in this situation or otherwise. This definitely wasn't it. This situation, this person. There's a bit that's unclear right now too. And I feel a softness, you know, it's like hard to be very critical or very stern, perhaps, in this situation or this connection, this energy. There's just so much that's blurry. And it just makes you want to, or it makes somebody at least want to cling and hold and just not step out and have to ever deal with this again, basically. They're saying it's your time to shine your light on something, to shine your light from within and to shine it on something here. Yeah, there's the star too. This could be about, you know, reconnecting to joy as well. There also could be a reflection in this situation about you and what you desire. It could show you something. If you're able to move past, not past, but if you're able to process the pains and not reject the situation altogether, you may find that you also would prefer a different structure or a different system, maybe within relationships or something like this. You could also find what it is that you're really looking for, what it is that you're really needing emotionally with people. You could also find yourself attracting or pulling the strong parts of that desire to be grounded and in control to a degree out of yourself from this. I do see good fortune here with the Wheel of Fortune and big changes. I'm also noticing a lot of purple and pink in this reading. So purple is crown chakra energy, communication from spirit, divine guidance, all that stuff. Pink would be very kind of love and healing, especially healing. Anything else for you guys? Any other messages Spirit has? It's like there was something that you always longed for when you were young, but never felt you could reach it. Or you always felt outside of it. And you may not even recollect this feeling. You could feel like this is like a fortress, you know. You could feel like you were never able to get somewhere, or with certain people. You may have learned early on that you had to settle for less, or that you thought that you couldn't actually go for what you wanted somehow, or you wouldn't actually be able to get through somehow, or you were outside of something somehow. And this has actually been part of what has affected who and what you're aligning to, where you will overlook sometimes more red flags or more things because you think, well, I have to settle a little, or I have to, and you may not consciously think that, but all under the guise of like unconditional love, because it's different to unconditionally love than it is to allow somebody into your personal energy and space. You can still unconditionally love and create a boundary for yourself. In fact, that is more close to what unconditional love looks like, because it's hard to show unconditional love if you don't have it for yourself. And I'm not speaking as an expert at all. I think a lot of us are always learning and trying to understand how that works. But I am pulling the energy and messages through from Spirit. So, you know, it's definitely, yeah, I mean, there's a line with that. I keep hearing, let the light shine on you. It's that song by, what's the name? It's like The Last Man on Earth, I think is what it's called. And it starts off with her saying, who are you to ask for anything more? Or anything else or something. Now, some of you do have some sort of a dream or wish fulfillment here, but you could be really reevaluating, is it my dream? Is it my wish? I do think there could be a test energy coming up here too a bit. It could come in the form of another person. Yeah, it could come in the form of, you know, new love, new emotional beginning. Clarify, please, and thank you. And yeah, it's like it would be a part of the same old cycle that you're trying to move out of. And I feel it could be this fire energy like Aries, or another Emperor energy. Clarify, please. Yeah, it's very important for you to meditate, reflect on, especially new opportunities and new people that come through, and on what's happened, what you've been through here. Don't ignore it. You have to do that forgiveness work in a sense. If you jump from one thing to another, I think it will be, I'm hearing feedback loop, okay? It doesn't mean we can't, but we have to do the work in the process if you've been through all this stuff we've just read. Now, if it's the same person, it could be, you know, an offer coming from the same person to have a new start. I do believe that there is, I feel that there is a good love here somewhere, or a good connection, but there's so much hurt here, you know, and emotional stuff from the past that needs to be worked through. Some of you are having a new business idea here, or new ideas for money or prosperity, even like side income. Yeah, there is going to be a new beginning here, but it's going to be once we release a certain attachment to something, which is going to give us room to receive. I feel like fire energy can be here pretty strongly. Okay? All right, is there any advice? Any last messages or advice? Please and thank you. Your advice is to kind of fully, once and for all, move out of and beyond this old vibe. Trying to prove the worth to the self, to kind of purge it. It doesn't mean you can never be fully separate, but to purge it from yourself and to move forwards, basically. And also, you may want to wait here to process some kind of betrayal and the fear that it's left in the mind. To work on healing through what you've gone through with yourself here. Okay? I'm getting this feeling of not jumping right into something, because you may hurt yourself if you do that, or keep yourself just in that feedback loop. You do have new beginnings here. You do have rest and recovery here. You do have new emotional beginnings here as well. But some of those new love type energies, they can be a part of the same old cycle. You've got changes with deeply rooted mindsets about giving and receiving love, which is a huge tool that you can utilize, and it can change your output. I think some of you have really just been cheated on here, or lied to and betrayed multiple energies, and you just didn't. It's left you confused because maybe you didn't ever get the real truth, or it was just confusing, and that's made it where it's hard for you to be like fully like, yes, I'm now moving forwards clearly, F you, because it's not super clear what happened or what is here, you know. It is actually clear in a way if you really have like a certain perspective on it all. But I think in the perspective you're coming from, there's things first that need to be understood and learned through what occurred, for you to come to that space of, okay, this is what happened and this isn't for me type energy. So it's time for us to close this reading up. We wish you guys a lot of love. You can always email us for personal reading inquiries. All of the information is in the description box below. Take care, you guys.